Hello, beautiful souls. I am Janet. Namaste, and welcome to the October 2024 energy forecast. Every single month, I channel in of what you can expect throughout the month. I utilize numerology, astrology, and a lot of channeling messages that I receive throughout my meditations, like through my spirit guides, my angelic guides, and through my own intuition. And I will give you tangible tools week by week, what you can expect this particular month, so you can go through the doors and of your destiny and utilize the information to the highest good for yourself and for others. So let's dive in, because this month is particularly special because it features the last eclipse in the Libra Mars axis for a really, really long time. So let's talk about eclipses and why it's so significant before we break down like this month, week by week. Eclipses are powerful cosmic events that act like these celestial reset buttons. They often bring upon sudden changes, revelations, pivotal moments in our lives, sometimes erratic, crazy weather, which here in the United States, we did have a Hurricane Helene, that really did a lot of damage in North Carolina and down in the southeast of the United States. So it really brings up, eclipse time brings up sometimes not only times where it feels like tumultuous times, but there are also windows of opportunity for major shifts and transformations. So there are two types of eclipses: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. And today, on October 1st, that I'm recording this, it is a solar eclipse, which happens on new moons, and it represents new beginnings. It's the perfect time to plant a seed of what it is your true intention is, that you really, what you truly desire, not for an egotistical aspect, but what is it that you desire to create and to help support others with that gift that is inside of you? What is it that you desire to maybe to show, to be seen, to create, that will not only help yourself, of course, because we need to help ourselves before we can help anybody else, but will do really that justice and raise the vibration of this world. Because whatever you do, even as minimal as it may appear in the beginning, if it comes with great intention of love and kindness and goodness, it becomes this beautiful butterfly effect. You make a difference. I say this all the time, but you make a difference. No matter how small or how large the intention is, when it comes with pure intent, it is potent and it is concentrated. And that's what's important. Lunar eclipses, it occurs during full moons, which we had on the 17th of September. And that often brings upon like completions or culminations of things, and it comes in pairs. It's like this brother and sister, or male and female, divine masculine and divine feminine. Solar is the energy of the masculine, and lunar is the energy of the divine feminine. And it happens upon 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks apart. And they occur in cycles moving through different zodiac signs over time. And each cycle is called Saros. It's this family of eclipses, and it lasts about 18 years, because the last time we had this eclipse was 18 years ago. So the last Libra eclipse, which is today, it's actually today and tomorrow. So it's October 2nd of 2024. And it's particularly significant because it is the culmination of the last eclipse in Libra. Libra is all about relationships, and it's for this particular Saros cycle. And this eclipse is conjunct, which is right next to the South Node. And the South Node has to do with karma, and the North Node is all about of Dharma, of where we're going. So the South Node, it adds an extra layer of meaning, right? The South Node is associated with our past and what we're moving away from, and our karmic lessons that we've already learned. So having the final Libra eclipse conjunct that South Node, it suggests that we're reaching this culmination point in our journey of understanding about balance, harmony, and most importantly, the relationships with ourselves and with our dearest ones. Okay. It's like graduating from this cosmic classroom. We're ready to apply what we've learned about partnerships, about working together over the past 18 years. Yes, some relationships are going to go, they're going to separate because it's a culmination, but it only leads us to something better. Whether, I'm not saying, oh, it's divorce. It can be divorce, separation, maybe beginning a brand new career, brand new job, a new opportunity. I actually, this weekend, I graduated a family constellation facilitator program. 152 hours I completed with my fellow facilitators. So I also, this weekend, like with this eclipse, it's all about relationships. And throughout the training of the family constellation training, we were working on one another as peers. So I was definitely working through that south node of Libra, working through my own relationships, because how can I be and be the best that I could be and show up for you and all my clients and my family and even show up just in general in life, being the best I could be, if I'm not clearing out of what is like behind me, unconscious or conscious, in the most loving, compassionate way. So it's really interesting how this happened. There's no such thing as coincidence. Like there's everything is in divine timing. It all makes sense. So after this, just the eclipses will transition into the Virgo Pisces axis, which is going to be in January. And I'm going to be in Mexico on a retreat, all about the soul tapestry. So that Virgo and Pisces is a brand new energy completely. And I'm going to do a special Zoom event for that, for sure. And what that's going to be like, that particular energy, that shift, and we're all going to feel it. It's going to shift our collective focus towards service, towards health. That's what Virgo's all about. Spirituality, that's Pisces, it's the mysticism. And we're going to have that balance between the practical, Virgo, and the mystical, which is Pisces. So I'm so looking forward to that, because with the North Node in Mars and the South Node in Libra, there's so many wars that have begun with this particular energy to clear out, perhaps. And it didn't start right now. This is like we're going like years and years and years prior that we're clearing. But unfortunately, it comes with a high price with people's lives and biases. And I just hope one day, truly, that we come into peace, all of us, that we see each other as brother and sister. I truly wish for that every day. It's part of my prayers and intentions every day. So let's now segue into the numerological significance of October 2024. October is the 10th month, which reduces to number 1 numerologically. It is about leadership, new beginnings, individuality. And 2024 is the number 8 universal year. And the number 8 is associated with power, with abundance, with material success. But the lower octave of a number 8 is, it's mine, it's ego. It could be spiritual ego, it could be regular ego, it could be victim mentality, it could be entitlement mentality. But the higher octave is, I am going to utilize that special gift, the superpower that is inside of me. I'm going to activate it. I'm going to own it. I'm going to embody it, and I'm going to share it with others. It's a great thing. That's what we're here to share, to share ideas. It's share inspiration. So when we combine the month and the year energies, we get a number 9. So this number 9 represents completion, humanitarian efforts, and spiritual growth. Yes, and this is the last of the Libra eclipse, right? This is the last of the South Node of Libra. So what are we completing? We're completing certain relationships that we reached the pinnacle of. And now the spiritual growth, what is it? Spiritual growth is going to be until the moment of our death, right? And it goes eternity. We're constantly evolving. We are spiritual beings having this human experience. So once we evolve, now that you completed one study, there's always something else to embody and open up for, because the universe will reward you with something else, another aha moment, another modality, another person that will come in there, another teacher. because as they say, when a student is ready, a teacher will appear. And that's going to be that theme in October. The numerological combination beautifully complements this eclipse energy. It's great. I love it. It's all in harmony. It's this beautiful symphony. We're completing a cycle, which is a number 9, embracing our individuality, which is a number 1, and balancing material and spiritual pursuits, which is that 8. So we are now going to break down this month week by week with practical tips to make most of this powerful energy. I love doing this now, the week by week. So today, October 1st through the 7th, the theme is all about new beginnings in relationships. And today, a special shout out is my dearest friend, Susanna's birthday. I love you, Susie. Happiest of birthday, October 1st. 1-1. So October 1st through the 7th, this highlight of this week is about the solar eclipse in Libra, about friendships. And as we discussed earlier, this is the final eclipse in Libra in the current cycle, making it super, super extra potent for relationship matters. And it encourages you to, 1, release old patterning in our relationships that no longer serve us. Like, really do this. Embrace a new, more balanced approach to partnerships. I call it emotional maturation. When you step up into the relationship of being the best you can to yourself, don't take anything personally. You see that your partner does the same, because it's this respect of their individuality as well. And 3, understand that the karmic lessons that you have already learned is about balance and cooperation, right? And here are some tips. Relationship audit. Make a list of your key relationships and without judgment. This is like from your lens, not of what they can do better. You can't control them. You don't live inside of them. You don't know the nuances of their soul. It's all about you. Rate your relationships in accordance to your perspective of 1 to 10 for balance and mutual satisfaction. And then reflect on how these relationships have evolved over the past 18 years, or since you've known the person, and really look at them through the lens of a soul and the role that they played in your life. Okay. And another thing is you can do a letting go ritual, which we're going to do tonight on the Soul Star. If you're not a member yet, I invite you to check out Soul Star, janetnamaste.com/soulstar. It is a beautiful, beautiful community that I've been doing for years. And it's like about 4 to 5 hours of live content every single month, of healings, of meditations, all different rituals. And today we're going to do a letting go ritual as well, and also of setting new intentions for this new moon. So for the letting go ritual, write down your relationship patterns or behaviors that you're ready to release. You might even want to safely burn. I always have candles burning. My husband doesn't like it, but I always ask Siri to remind me to make sure that that fire is extinguished before I leave the room. So you might even burn, after you write down of the patterns or behaviors that you're ready to release. You're only responsible for yourself. You might even burn the paper or safely or bury it into the earth as a symbolic act of letting go. And self-care. Number 3, self-care. Invest in self-care. Even if it's not now, invest of what it is, like of what it is that you intend to do. So starting a daily self-care practice to balance giving to others with nurturing yourself. It could be as simple as a 5-minute meditation or a relaxing bath, or immersing yourself in a healing spring somewhere. But remember, eclipses can bring sudden changes or revelations. Oh my God, have I had like the biggest aha freaking moment of my entire life just the other day. So stay open to unexpected insights about your relationships this week. So week number 2, truth seeking and revelations. This is the 8th of October all the way up to the 14th of October. And there's a lot of astrological events that are happening. Jupiter, which is planet of expansion, it stations retrograde in Gemini. Gemini is all about, the twins, right? Pluto, which is all about change, but tiny but mighty. It stations direct in Capricorn. That's what I am, Capricorn. And we have some powerful Mercury aspects. All of this cosmic activity creates an atmosphere ripe for uncovering truths and challenging beliefs. Like it's going to be a challenging week. I'm not going to downplay it at all. It's so you need to have that reservoir inside of you, that meditation, that beautiful life force that is within you. Every single day you fill it up. We don't start praying and asking and meditating when shit hits the fan. And it's about having that connection prior, so when life does throw us, like, and that week is going to be tough, throws us a few curveballs, we're going to be prepared, but not like in fighting mode, not in battling mode, but in understanding the power dynamics. That's what's in the forefront, especially when it comes down to institutions and governments. That's going to be that theme. And the Mercury aspects, Mercury is all about thinking, communications. It's going to lead to deep revelations, transformative conversations. So a tip that I can give you, I was about to go into Russian accent right now. Tip I can give you is belief inventory. Like, what is your beliefs? What are your true beliefs? Write down your top 5 or 3 to 5 beliefs about yourself and the world through your lens, and really get curious of the origin and whether they still serve you. I mean, where does this come from? Does it come from the religious background? Does it come from your culture? Does it come from the place where you live? Where does it come from? And does it still serve you? I'm not saying to drop it and start something else or anything like that. Just like research about that. Dive deep into also a topic that you've always been curious about. Get curious, because that will transmute the energy of feeling like uneasy or anxiety or worrisome or anything like that. So allow yourself to change your mind based on the new information. You're like, holy crap, for 75 years of my life, I believe this way. And now I realize there's another path. I didn't even see that there was another path. So what are you going to do? You're going to just sit there in the same path you've been the past 75 years? No. Go get yourself a brand new pair of shoes, put on some lipstick or whatever it is, and go into that, the brand new path. Invest in you. Community too will support you. Week number 3, October 15th through the 21st, balance, independence, and relationships. That week brings a full moon in Aries, creating tension. Oh my God, my first house is in Aries. So it's my ascendant is in Aries. So it's all about personal needs, relationship obligations, and Mars is going to enter Scorpio, intensifying our emotions and desires. So this Aries full moon is going to ask you to find balance between individual identity, which is Aries, and your partnership, which is Libra. And with Mars entering Scorpio, you might feel even that that deep passion, that fire, that zest, that spiciness and determined, but also, which is the lower octave, you could be prone to power struggles. So tangible tips, solo adventure, where am I going to sign up to kind of like go hiking, but safely? You have a GPS. Plan a day trip or activity by yourself to nurture your independence. It's a really, really confidence booster when you do something, or you join a group on your own, or you join a brand new gym, or just try out something on your own, not just calling up a friend and be like, hey, you want to join me on this? Because the other thing is all about assertiveness. Practice, set a healthy boundary in a key relationship, expressing your needs clearly and compassionately. And week number 4, we're coming to a close soon. That is the 23rd to Halloween, which is 31st. That used to be one of my favorite holidays, like when my kids were younger. I didn't realize how quick. At first, I used to get so annoyed because I never allowed the candy, the sugar, and the artificial sweeteners and the colorings and all of that for my kids. I hated that part, but going back, it's like it was just so fun here in the States, like trick-or-treating, and everyone is so happy and people get to dress up and go into a different role. It's like for a moment, it's fun. It really is fun. So we're going now into Halloween week. And we're going into Halloween week. And what we see here as we close out the month, Scorpio energy is dominating with the sun and Mercury entering this deep transformative sign. Scorpio, it's deep, it's secretive, and it encourages you to look beneath the surface and confront our shadows. Okay, you got to be real. Got to be real. Scorpio is associated with transformation, shared resources, and the deeper aspects of life. So this week is perfect for doing the inner work and setting powerful intentions for the future. Here are some tips. Number one, shadow work. Be real. You hear me? Be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, you can't expect the world and people and relationships to show up in their pure, authentic self. Write a letter to a part of yourself that actually tries to hide and suppress. What does it need? Does it need your love? Does it need nurture? It's a lot of inner child work this week also during that last week. And declutter, this is like fall, there's spring cleaning, and this is like here in the Northern Hemisphere, fall clearing. Clear out a physical space, symbolically making room for transformation in your life. It's very, very important. And future visioning. Create a vision board, for the next like 2 to 3 months of where you want to be, aligning with this transformation and energy that is there. So before we wrap up, I want to tell you about 2 exciting opportunities to work with these energies. If you are in New York, I'm doing a special October 19th and 20th, an event in Staten Island. It's going to be a family constellation retreat on the 19th with my mentor, Michelle Bleckner. And this is perfectly aligned with this month's relationship focus. It's a powerful opportunity to heal family dynamics and find greater harmony in all your relationships. This Libra eclipse energy makes it an especially potent time for this type of work. And we're going to have Rachel Ackley there that's going to be doing breath work, and we're going to have a cacao ceremony, and we're going to have Reiki healing and a sound bath. It's going to be beautiful. And on the 20th, I'm going to be conducting, it's another constellation all about aligning your soul, your higher self, and spirit together. It will be so, so, so beautiful. So I invite you to that. Everything will be in the show notes. And starting November 11th, I'm going to put this in the show notes too. I teach, I haven't taught this in 2 years, but I do this every single year. I did it last year on my own. It's something called CIJ. It's creativity in business, or creativity, this beautiful journey. It's the Creativity Catalyst program. It's an 8-week mindfulness course. And this course will give you practical tools. It's online. We're going to meet starting November 11th. We're going to skip a few days, I believe, in December during the holidays. It's going to lead us to the first week in January. It is a group, it's a group workshop. It is amazing. It's 8 weeks. Anyone who's ever taken it, there's about 4 people that have gotten married, people that have traveled together, best friends. I'm a great matchmaker because you end up peering with them and you end up coaching one another, and everything is it's so beautifully orchestrated. So it comes from like, oh my God, what am I going to work on? I'm feeling stuck, to like this breakthrough and feeling this divine, beautiful support of family from all over the world. I love, love this program. It gives you practical tools to navigate like intense energy, develops your inner strength. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to combine the work that we're doing in October to prepare you for this upcoming Scorpio season. So my angels, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll have all the information in the show notes. And as we navigate this powerful month, remember that you're not just a passive observer. No, of this cosmic energies, you're a co-creator. The Libra eclipse invites us to find new balance in our relationships. And this intense Pluto and Scorpio energies encourages deep, deep, deep transformation. Welcome it in. And the numerology of the month reminds us all that we're completing. So number 9, important cycles while stepping into our individual power. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Janet Namaste, the podcast. And if you found this forecast to be helpful, please do share it with a friend who might benefit. And don't forget to join me and this beautiful community in our upcoming events. Until next time, namaste.